Shannon, who is most to blame for the Cowboys' loss?
The guy that was just at the podium.
Really?
Yeah, he got to own this one, Skip.
Interesting.
He got to wear this hat.
Is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn just yet. I don't know why you wanted to be your turn already. If your defense gives up 12 points and, you know, that nobody had, he's the best QBR, has the highest completion percentage. He had not had an incompletion in the third quarter.
Nope.
He had been missed the second half.
Still hasn't had an incomplete.
Wait, what'd they get him last night?
Got him a touchdown.
It's not your turn to talk. Yes, I'm talking now.
Well, you said in past tense, and he still hasn't had an incomplete in the third quarter.
He had an opportunity, Skip Bayless. 3 chances in the fourth quarter, down 2 points. All he needs is a field goal. He doesn't need a touchdown. No run, no win. You see what happens, Skip Bayless? Dak Prescott has the highest completion percentage. He's almost perfect when it goes play action to throwing the ball. Great completion percentage and touchdown. But guess what happens when you can't run the football? All of a sudden, them linebackers like, hey, that front four going to handle that run. Let me get back to my drop. Let me get into this hook. Let me worry about these over routes. And they took all that away. What happened to your boy Mark Cooper last night? Anyway, Skip Bayless.
Is it my turn?
No, it's not
you
your turn.
You asked me a question. I think he just gave up the floor.
No.
Not yet.
The guy that was completing 80% of his passes, there were 2 3rd and 2s. DJ, can you drop that track for me? Skip, you know I don't normally call for video. I don't like cop. I don't like to do this,
I'm
Skip.
about to call for a whole lot of
You
video.
can call for whatever you want to. Hey, DJ, drop this track right quick for me. On 3rd and 2. Look at this right here. 3rd and 2. What kind of 3rd and 2? 3rd and 2.
You know what? Can I respond to that? That was one of his best throws of the night. He led him upfield so he could turn and run for 10 more yards. And Randall Cobb got 2 hands on the ball. Shannon Sharpe gets 2 hands on the ball. He catches it. That was exactly where he aimed it.
No, Skip.
He threw it to him to turn upfield.
Skip.
I tweeted it immediately.
Skip.
He has to turn and run.
Skip.
And he was looking to run with it and flat out took his eyes
Skip.
off. I'm happy you showed that video.
Skip.
That was one of his smartest throws of the night.
If he turns and runs, Marcus Lattimore is going to...
Nope.
It's cover 2. He would get decapitated.
Sorry, you blew it again. Thank you for showing that video. Next one.
Skip.
What's the next video?
Skip.
I don't know. Did you say you had 2 3rd and 2s?
Skip, why would
Show
you
me
argue?
another one.
Skip, why would you argue
Show
with
me.
that?
I love it.
Go ahead, talk.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What's your other 3rd and 2?
I'm done.
Seriously?
Because you're trying to argue cover with me.
No, I know coverage. I know what that throw was. He led him upfield, and Randall Cobb took his eyes off the ball because he was looking to run 5 more yards with it.
Skip, just hear me out. They put Zeke out. They walked Zeke out. They left Lattimore on it. It's a zone coverage.
Okay,
They're playing cover 2. If they
led him upfield.
Okay, go
Chris
ahead.
Collinsworth said, you know what? Randall's going to want that one back because it hit him right in the hand.
Go ahead, Skip.
Got to make that
Go ahead.
catch.
It's your cup.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
lay
go
it
ahead.
on.
You've interrupted me the whole time. You're upset the Cowboys lost. Go ahead.
No, I'm not upset. I'm actually very happy.
Go ahead.
My turn. Thank you very much. So, somebody across from me, to start with, predicted that Teddy Bridgewater's offense would score how many points? 30 points,
They
said
won.
Shannon Sharpe. 30 points?
So now you want to make it seem
They
like
scored 12.
How many did your offense score?
Oh, but I predicted 20-17 to Dallas because I said it would be a low-scoring game just the way it was.
But you
13-10.
You predicted a win.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you said 30 points, and my defense held them to 12, and I'm excited about my defense. I'm excited about Robert Quinn because I saw a Super Bowl defense emerging last night. I'm very happy and very proud of the way my defense performed because it's hard to contain Alvin Kamara the way they contained him.
They contained him?
It's hard to contain Michael Thomas the way they contained him.
They contained him?
Yep.
9 for 95. He had more catches.
Well, I'm just saying, it's hard. So, now let's get to number 2. Yes, I lost 2 cases of Diet Dew, but I basically conceded both cases on Friday and on Thursday and on Wednesday because I told you Amari Cooper had an MRI on Tuesday. The results were quote-unquote negative, but the result to me was Not positive, because if you have an MRI, you got something wrong with your ankle. And I know Amari Cooper, the sweetest route runner in pro football, he could not burst out of his brakes last night. He was struggling with Marshawn Lattimore. He became the hero of the game because he couldn't push off of his ankle. And I told you going in, we are going to be limited with Amari, and we didn't have Michael Gallup. And I cannot wait to see New Orleans in the playoffs, because we could go back down there with a healthy Amari and a healthy Michael Gallup and a healthy Drew Brees.
Who y'all making the playoffs?
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I love my team.
Who say y'all making the playoffs? Hold on now.
Yeah. And now let's get to the New Orleans defense last night. I told you all week, Drew Brees does not play defense. That is the same unit that a majority of the prognosticators picked to win the NFC. It was partially because of Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas on offense, but it was also 50% the defense that can start 4 players drafted in the first round across the defensive front. You ever see anything like that? They got 4, all 4 across the front drafted in the first round. This will be Dallas's toughest defensive test of the year. You wait and see. And again, they have to play at Chicago and at New England. But this will be toughest because this was, as I told you all week, a revenge game for the New Orleans defense. Because the New Orleans defense, as Cam Jordan said after the game, they were told all week, you guys got your asses kicked in Dallas last year because you got out-physicaled by the Dallas Cowboys. So New Orleans at New Orleans, with that defense lit by that crowd of Cowboy-hating fans, and trust me, I've covered many Cowboy games in New Orleans. It is the toughest place they have to play because it's neighboring state. It's bordering state, and they hate Dallas even worse than the Eagles or the Giants or the Redskins hate Dallas. So it is crazy in there. And when Amari can't get out of his brakes with any burst, what happened last night, Shannon Sharpe? What was Amari called for twice? Pass interference, offensive pass interference. I will bet you in his career he's never been called for offensive pass interference because he is such a great route runner.
Marshawn Lattimore had him by the cuffs.
No, he can't burst. He can't get out. I tweeted it from the start. It's obvious he's limited.
No liquor license on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, there you go. So that leads me to my quarterback. Dak Prescott last night, would you believe, you said he was to blame for most of this, would you believe he had the 4th best QBR in the whole league yesterday of a 77? And it was only a tick off your guy, Mahomeboy, and we're going to talk about him in a few minutes, who had kind of a shaky game at Detroit, but it was just a tick behind him. It could have been 3rd. Guess who was 2nd? Chase Daniel was 2nd. He barely played again.
He had a better QBR than Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Let that sink in for a second. So that just lets you know what QBR.
Yeah,
but how about this here?
Wait, I thought it was Mike.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So Dak Prescott still leads the National Football League in QBR through 4 weeks, and Shannon Sharpe's trying to trash him. And he had to do it last night. I thought he was terrific last night.
Of course
he had to do it with no running game at all, which brings me to Ezekiel Elliott. You say, this team goes as Zeke goes. He went nowhere.
Exactly.
He had 1.9. No. If you're a $100 million running back, you didn't give Jerry his money's worth last night, because I covered all those dynastic teams of the 90s, and trust me, everybody went into every Emmitt Smith game saying, we're going to take Emmitt Smith away. We got to take him away. We got to make Troy throw it, because they're not a passing team. They're a running team. Could people stop Emmitt Smith?
They did.
No, they did not.
Did he average 100 yards a game?
Well, he just kept running over people, around people, through people. Yeah.
You remember that big play? When they hit Alvin Harper in San Francisco, that broke the game open?
Yeah, sure, I was there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the point is, everybody tried to stop him, and nobody could stop him. And now you say, everybody tries to stop Ezekiel Elliott, and they do. And that was pathetic last night. He gets 35 yards on 17. Are you kidding me? That's horrendous. 18 carries. 18 for 35?
When the Cowboys can't run the football, they can't win. If you look at the stats, bear this out. And we love analytics.
Nobody can win when they can't win.
Well, we're talking about nobody. We're talking about the Cowboys. We'll talk about somebody else with our next topic. But right now, we're dealing with the Cowboys. The Cowboys Dak is 1-8 when Zeke is held under 75 yards yards rushing. Dennis Allen, the defensive coordinator, came in saying, we will stop Zeke Elliott. We're going to put the ball.
If you're any good, you just run. You get more than 30. You should get 35 on one carry. If you're a $100 million running back, you get 35 on a carry. What happened, Shannon? He just hasn't been that guy. He looks slow to me out of the blocks. He looks a little heavy to me.
Your quarterback has not signed his contract because he wants more money. If he's a $200 million guy, he's got to deliver them. He's got to deliver the goods, and he did not deliver the goods. You can place it on the hold on, and you keep talking about New Orleans front four got 4 offensive line, number 1 draft pick.
All 4 first round.
What about Cowboys? What they got in the offensive line?
Well, they got their butts whipped.
No.
I'm just telling you. I'm admitting it.
They got 3.
Yeah, they got their butts whipped last night.
And they got a number 1 running back.
Could they protect last night? They could not protect. My quarterback was under duress and under fire the whole night long, and guess what? He was really good.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.